I took advantage of my wife going out for the evening to have an outing myself. I didn't forget to bring the silver coins with me. I changed them for paper money on the street. It came to 5-1. I put the money in my pocket and proceeded to comb the streets, trying to forget the object of the outing. Seeing the streets after such a long interval filled me with wonder and excitement, and though I tired quickly, I put up with the tiredness. I drifted until late through one street after another without any sense of purpose. Of course, I didn't spend a penny. There was no reason to spend anything. I seemed to have lost the facility to spend money. It became more and more difficult to put up with the fatigue, and in the end, I only got home with difficulty. I knew I had to go through my wife's room to get to my room, but I was worried that she might have a caller, so I hesitated outside the sliding door and coughed diffidently. The door waved open to reveal my wife's face and the face of a stranger behind her. I hesitated for a moment, dazzled by the light. It wasn't that I didn't see the anger in my wife's eyes. I saw it all right, but I had to ignore it. Why? I had no choice. One way or another, I had to go through her room to get to mine. I pulled the quilt over my head. My legs were aching so bad, it was unbearable. I thought I would pass out from the palpitations I was having under the quilt. I was short of breath, though I hadn't noticed it while I was walking. Cold sweat drenched my spine. I regretted the outing. I wished I could forget the fatigue and get to sleep. I needed a good sleep. For a long time, I lay there at an angle. Gradually, the palpitations subsided. At least I'll live, I thought. I turned over, lay on my back facing the ceiling, and stretched my legs. Then the palpitations took over again. The partition carried the whispers of my wife and her caller, their voices so low I couldn't understand. I opened my eyes wide in an effort to hear more clearly. By this stage, my wife and the man were on their feet, arranging coats and hats. The door slid open. I heard the scratch of heels, followed by the plop of the man stepping down into the yard, then walking a few steps, and my wife's rubber shoes sliding after him. Their footsteps faded toward the main gate. I had never seen my wife do this before. She never whispered with her callers. There might be times when I was wrapped in the quilt and missed what a caller said, usually because he was tongue-tied and drunk, but I never missed a word my wife said in that voice of hers that was neither low nor loud. I mightn't like what she said, but I took comfort in the calm way she said it. I surmised that there was some not insignificant reason for my wife's behavior, and that saddened me, but because I was tired, I resolved not to do further under the quilt research tonight. I waited for sleep to come. It wasn't easy, but eventually I fell asleep. My dreams wandered through a jumble of topsy-turvy street scenes.